Hello, folks, and welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and the update for March 2017. The question I'd like for you to answer today is, when is your prime time for watching television? Both what days and what times do you tend to watch? Do you tend to watch more on weekends? Do you watch maybe once or twice during the week? I'm kind of curious how often people watch YouTube, how many hours a day, and if there's certain days they tend to watch more. So as usual, I'll cover all the important stuff within the first 5 minutes. After that, I'll let you know, and I'll just be kind of talking about some behind the scenes stuff that you may or may not care about, but the important stuff will be hit before we hit the 5-minute mark. So first of all, you may start seeing times fluctuate. The days are going to stay the same, but the times are going to be changing a little bit. Typically, I've been posting after like 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time. I want to try earlier times because I don't really feel like there's a huge negative to doing so. And I can catch folks who are able to watch earlier, like people in their work break or school break, or if they're in college in between classes, things like that. So I want to try to hit earlier in the day. So you'll be seeing those times fluctuate a fairly decent amount over the next 1 to 2 months, but the days will be the same. And if you need the schedule, by the way, just go back to my main channel page, go to the About tab, and I have my current schedule listed there. Audio, I'm actually pretty happy with, finally. Who knows how long that's going to last? I've always got to fiddle with it every few months, but right now I'm actually happier with the audio than I've ever been before. So I'd love to hear your feedback on audio that's going on any ongoing series. I've implemented the changes on all 3 series that are going on currently. That would be Nioh, World of Warcraft, and Elder Scrolls. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. Tell me what you do, don't like, etc. Now, as far as what's coming up for the month of March for the channel, Nioh will continue. I presume this will probably go on for at least another month or 2. World of Warcraft is going to continue. Elder Scrolls Online is going to continue until I hit level 50. Once I hit level 50, I'm going to be taking a break from Elder Scrolls. I'm not stopping the series, but I'm probably going to take a 1 or 2 month break from it, just to kind of give myself and viewers a little bit of time to either catch up or just take a breather from it, because I started the series at level 12 or something like that. So I want to take a little bit of a break from Elder Scrolls. Again, it'll be gone for about a month, 2 months, somewhere in there. That's the current plan once I hit level 50. And I definitely do not plan to hit max champion level in Elder Scrolls, just to be 100% clear. But I do want to get some champion levels, do some instances, maybe do a little bit of the PvP as well, just to kind of see what it's like. So it will come back at some point. Now, I know there's actually quite a bit of releases this month. I don't really plan on hitting any of those new releases. The only one that I might do is Northgard, which is kind of a banished Viking type of game. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't bought it yet. And yes, I realize I missed the sale, but it's to save the whole $2 off. But I might be hitting that. But other than that, unfortunately, there will not be any of the new Zelda, no Styx, Shards of Darkness, no Mass Effect Andromeda, and no, what was the other one? Oh, Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually want to play all of those games, but for a few reasons that I'll talk about after the 5-minute mark or after the cutoff point, I won't be doing those. At least won't be doing them this month. So that's actually just about it. Unfortunately, right now, there's nothing 100% solid that's going to be new. I do plan to bring Let's Tries back this month. Maybe not on a set schedule, but I haven't done them in several months, and I've really got to catch up. So I'm really focusing on getting those kind of back in the lineup because they've kind of been forgotten. But other than that, that's the critical updates, the must-know information for this month. So again, make sure to answer that question. When is your prime time and times and days for watching YouTube? Let me know in the comments below. So this is the kind of superfluous stuff that you may or may not want to know. This will probably actually be fairly short. I have a whole lot to talk about this month. Thankfully, I know, right? So one of the things about the newer games is obviously there's the old, I don't have enough time to play the new games and the ongoing series. But I also, you know, I think I had said near the beginning of this year, I was going to try to focus less on new releases, like huge, popular AAA releases, and try to focus on some more side things so that I can actually, you know, compete with and show up in YouTube search results, because everybody and their mother is doing a Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play, right? And it's going to be near impossible for a channel my size to show up in the first page of results. And on YouTube, if you're not in the first page of results, you might as well be on the 100th page. So you really need to be on that first page. So it's not that I don't want to play those games, I definitely do. But right now, I think it's more efficient use of my time to play some maybe lesser played games. That's one reason I'm looking at Northgard. Now, the flip side of that is I feel like a lot of people are playing Northgard, so there might be a ton of Let's Plays and stuff out there, and I don't know if it's something I would do a long-term series on. We might take a look at that. And I know, Epic Manager hit 1.0. I could always stand to go back to that as well. That's also a possibility. I'd rather do something new, but I did say I wanted to go back to it at some point, so I'll probably kick that around. But Northgard is looking pretty interesting. I like that type of game. I don't know how good I'd be at Let's Playing it, but hey, you don't know until you try. So that is always a possibility. Another thing I was looking at is maybe hitting up some of these games that are in my backlog that I think still might get some new folks to come in. That's very hard to do, unless it's a game like Skyrim, Fallout, something that The Sims, something that has a lot of staying power, right? There's still a lot of people playing Skyrim. There's still a lot of people playing Fallout 4. There's still a lot of people playing The Sims. But there's still a lot of people playing, I don't know. I'm just looking through my list. Far Cry 4. There's not a lot of people going out looking for Let's Plays of Far Cry 4, right? Kind of get where I'm saying? So, if I do an older game, it would be more than likely something that people would actually be looking for. I have one or two ideas. I don't want to even mention them, because if I don't do them, then I don't want folks to be disappointed. But I am looking at a few things, and I'm going to try to be keeping an eye out for newer releases of smaller titles, indie titles that I think would be up my alley, that I think, some folks could either come in on, or if I could play it a different way than most, that might be interesting for people to watch. For example, the Fallout 4 Let's Play, the Unarmed. That series did okay by my standards, because I did Unarmed, and not many people do Unarmed Let's Plays, or not many people play that way at all, let alone do Let's Plays of it. So that worked out fairly well. The same way back when with Skyrim with the Stealth Archer. So that's the kind of the route I'm thinking of. And I won't be doing Zelda just because, to put it nicely, Nintendo are kind of assholes when it comes to YouTube. And I won't even get into that. But there definitely won't be a Zelda on the channel. I've considered buying the game, the new one that's coming out on the Wii U, but I don't plan to get a Switch on release anyway, just because it doesn't look like it's going to be worth it to get it release. I think it will be eventually, but right now I don't think it's going to be. Styx Shard of Darkness, I actually really want to play that, like, a lot. And it falls in there under my criteria of a game that's not a ton of people are going to be Let's Playing. A lot of the big channels won't be, I don't think. So I feel like I'd have a lot less competition as far as that goes. But I haven't ever finished the first one, and I definitely don't want to just pick up the second one, without playing the first. So that one's kind of a miss, or is going to be a miss. Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm skeptical about that one. I'm really skeptical about that game, period. A lot of things are just throwing off red flags. I mean, it might be great, and it probably will be at least good. But I don't know. I'm very apprehensive about that one anyway. But I also haven't finished all the Mass Effect games. I did 1, but I never played 2 and 3. And as you know, I hate playing a game in a series when I haven't played the other ones. It drives me up the wall. I'll do it sometimes, but I really prefer not to. But anyway, so yeah, that's enough out of me. Out of curiosity, I think I've asked this before, but just out of curiosity, I'd love to know what kind of Let's Plays you guys would like to see from this channel in particular, from me in particular. If you could pick any 1 or 2 or 10, whatever, games that you'd like to see me do on the channel, I'd love to hear just random suggestions. I mean, again, probably won't get a chance to do them, but I'm curious what the type of games you guys like to watch, right? Because I tend to pull in a very mixed audience, because Skyrim pulled a lot of people in, Fallout pulled a lot of people in. Those two are very similar. But then I've got some of the MMO stuff that's pulled a lot of people in. Blade and Soul, Terra, Star Wars Galaxies, things like that. So I'd be quite curious what you guys think as far as that goes. But anyway, gonna wrap it up. Now, again, make sure you guys answer the question at the beginning, if you would, in the comments. What's your prime times for watching YouTube? How often do you watch and what days do you watch? I'd love to hear it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.